right, Vegas, we are back. And it's time for us to head into the Year 6 playoffs with your President's Trophy winning Las Vegas Golden Knights. Look at that record, boys. 58 wins, 21 regulation losses, and only 3 overtime losses. I mean, my God, after the trade deadline, our team was near untouchable after picking up a goaltender, Joonas Korpisalo. But I was reading your comments, and you guys were saying that even before the trade deadline, our team was playing fantastic. We might have gone on one of the greatest runs in NHL history. So all the way back here to the game against Anaheim. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 in a row loss in regulation, all right? And you know what? Go back even further than that. Buffalo, the Rangers, and Pittsburgh. There's 8 of 9 that we have lost in regulation. 8 of 9, and we still end up with 58 wins. So this is the EA Sports Simulation engine for you. After that, our team decided to really bear down and make the playoffs. Starting with St. Louis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in a row before the 5-2 loss against the Carolina Hurricanes. And we just traded for Joonas Korpisalo right there at the 28. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. There it is. We have our second loss. 28, 29, and 30. So after going 1-8 in 9 games, we go 30-2 in the next 32. Oh my God, man. What an incredible run. That's got to be a record-breaking second half to the NHL season. It has to be. So on paper, I love the way our team is playing. That goes without saying, right? We won the President's Trophy, almost a 60-win season, and I feel like we have everything. We have the goals up front from Colin White and Evgeny Malkin. We got a solid blue line, and now we have a goaltender in Joonas Korpisalo. But we're going to have to see how this simulation works for us in the playoffs. We've all been there before in these GM modes, right? President's Trophy winning season and a 4-game sweep in the first round. So I'm hoping that I can avoid that. And the team that we're going up against in round number 1 is the St. Louis Blues. Now, I think we faced them... It was either last year or the year before that, and I remember because we stole Pietrangelo. They had a very weak squad, and I don't know why Jaden Schwartz and Vladimir Tarasenko were on the second line, but okay. Corey Perry, Nick Bjugstad, Braden Shen. Bjugstad and Braden Shen are fine second liners. I don't know. Corey Perry, 79 overall. Does he get goals at 79 overall? 15 goals? 30? No, hell no. Okay, so that's a big problem for them. Corey Perry is more of a third or fourth liner, but he still does have that poise, so I guess we got to watch out for him. Second line, you got Jaden Schwartz, Ivan Barbashev, and Vladimir Tarasenko. Not the greatest center, but Vladdy is good enough to hold down a line all by himself. But I do remember... when we played the St. Louis Blues, Vladimir Tarasenko was nowhere to be found. So I don't think they have an offensive defenseman to help him out like a Pietrangelo. We stole him from the Blues. So we're going to see here. Third line, you got Jason Zucker, Reed Duke, and Nick Foligno. The wingers on that third line, not horrible if they're good defensively, but our third line is much better. And then the fourth line, Dmitry Jaskin, Cedric Paquette, and Grant Chianta. All right, remember this guy, drafted 4th overall in 2020. For some reason, he's getting 4th-line ice time where Corey Perry, the 37-year-old, is up there in the top 6. I mean, I'd switch those two guys around, but I am not the coach of the St. Louis Blues. On the blue line, you have, oh man, it's so weak, Michael Stone and Colton Parayko. Right. So Colton Parayko is one of the better defensive defensemen in the game because he has those offensive stats. But other than that, really doesn't have any help. Michael Stone, okay, fine, a good top 6 defenseman. But look at this, Vince Dunn, John Van Allen, Rene Sivret, and David Schlemko. How these guys even made the playoffs is beyond me. Unless they have a goaltender. They got 2 backups, I guess. Well, hang on. Are they starters? They have 2 starting goaltenders. Evan Fitzpatrick and Jake Allen. These 2 guys can get it done technically. So it doesn't matter who's in the net. We're going to be facing an 84 overall goaltender. But realistically, on paper, I don't see anything that's threatening. Vladimir Tarasenko, fine. But we have goal scorers as well. We got 2 studs in Colin White and Evgeny Malkin. So if you take a look at the President's Trophy winning Las Vegas Golden Knights, Marcus Johansson, Colin White, and Nick Ritchie. Johansson's the 60 assist man, Colin White's the 40 goal man, and Nick Ritchie's the 30-30 power forward who creates a space for him. Second line, you got Alex Tuck, Craig Rankin, and Gino Malkin. So I'm just, that top 6 alone should be enough to get enough goal scoring support on that weak blue line. I mean, my God. Third line, we have Robbie Fabry, Cody Glass, Nick Suzuki, and then the fourth line, Riley Suter, Cody Eakin, and Victor Reed. I can always move up Victor Reed, But after your team goes 30-2 in 32 games, I'm not making any line changes. Eric Brandstrom, Alex Pietrangelo, they are really missing him over there in St. Louis. Jet Wu, Ryan Ellis, Shea Theodore, and Will Sylvester. If only we could have had Rasmus Ristolainen still on this team instead of Will Sylvester. This team would be unbeatable. But Jonas Korpisalo, 28 years of age, 87 overall. That's the kind of season he had. 24 wins, 8 losses, and a save percentage of .926. Now, like you guys said, we were winning games before we even traded for Jonas Korpisalo, so you can make the argument that it's the team that's getting the wins, but I still am very happy with our upgrade from an 84 overall or 83 overall goaltender up to an 87. So we have round number 1 here in Vegas. I have got to blow my nose, so give me 1 second. Okay, I am ready to go. So round 1, Vegas versus St. Louis, might be the hottest team I've ever had in any GM mode. 30-2 run that we are currently on right now. How will that translate into round number 1 of the playoffs? I'm hoping the game doesn't screw with us. I'm hoping that EA Voodoo doesn't strike. This team right now, I mean, has there ever been a team that goes on a 30-2 run in 32 games? You can make the argument this is the greatest team of all time in those 32 games. So come on, Vegas. Keep her going, baby. I got goal scoring on the first line in Zeus. I got goal scoring on the second line in Geno Malkin. I got a blue line, and I got a goaltender. Let's see how the simulation rewards. Vladimir Tarasenko, 1 shot, 1 goal for the St. Louis Blues. Unreal. Here we go. First period. All right. So the first period goes to the Blues. 1-0. Unreal, man. All right. We're just easing into this. Perhaps our players thought that this was going to be a walk in the park. 11 shots to 9 in favor of Vegas. Second period. I'll take it. There we go. We answer back. You got to think that the St. Louis Blues with that weak blue line, we're going to be outshooting them. We should be outshooting them every single game. Nick Ritchie, Mr. 30-30, and Geno Malkin. So first line right wing, second line right wing, chipping in for some goals on Evan Fitzpatrick. Third period underway, times 8 simulation. Let's see which teams got it in them. 29 shots. Yeah, we're certainly outshooting them right now. 31 shots, almost double the shooting output for the Vegas Golden Knights. And now we have a power play, a 1-goal lead late here in the third period. Jonas Korpisalo allowed the first shot to go in this game, but since that shot does not allow another one, Cody Glass gets the empty netter, and game 1 goes to the Vegas Golden Knights. So we had a little bit of a scare there, boyos, but just look on paper, 3-1. They couldn't score on us. We had 38 shots, even though their goaltender played pretty well, only allowed 2 goals. That third one was an empty netter, remember? We still just dominated them. And you got to think that we are due for games where we get 4 or 5 goals, right? And so that's a rough one for them. Their goaltender gave them a pretty good performance, but it's not just about keeping the puck out of the net. Where is their offense going to come from? Sure, they have Vladimir Tarasenko, but if you've noticed the way that we build this team, to get 40-goal scorers, to get guys who produce, you need point guys who get a lot of assists. You can't just have defensive defensemen and guys who are 75 overall back there on the blue line. You need some offensive defensemen, and these St. Louis Blues, they don't have anyone. So here it is, game number 2 in Vegas. We have a 1-0 series lead. First period, 0-0. Shots are 14-6. So far, the silver lining for the St. Louis Blues is Evan Fitzpatrick. He's playing pretty good back there. Second period, I will take it. Zeus, baby! Zeus, our captain. Colin White chips in for 2. Nick Bjugstad on the first line center, scoring from the blue line. But look at the shot totals again. 29 shots to 13. EA Sports, I'm going to give you a hand here. I've built my team on paper. It looks so much better, and so far the simulation is doing what it should be. We're just dominating them. They can't score, and we're out shooting them the way we should be. Third period underway. Can the Vegas Golden Knights hold on to this 2-1 lead? Jonas Korpisalo going to be tested late again. Oh, yes, he is. Reed Duke, third line center, chipping in. Only 15 shots. Power play late for St. Louis. Could they magically 5-on-3? Oh, they cannot score. Very dangerous. Late for the Vegas Golden Knights, who have their own power play. They do not convert. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, and we are going to overtime. So the star for the St. Louis Blues has been Evan Fitzpatrick. First 2 games has only allowed 2 goals by the end of Game 1 was the empty netter, fine. But the Vegas Golden Knights having a tough time getting some offense here, and they actually got 2 goals against as well. Resume simulation, overtime period. Who is going to be the hero? Come on, Vegas. We're on a great run. Power play, though, for the St. Louis Blues. They can't convert. A golden opportunity to go up against the President's Trophy winning team and win it, but they don't get it done. Overtime period, and Colin White completes the hat trick, baby. 2 goals in the second period, and then the Hattie on front of his home ice fans here in overtime to give the Vegas Golden Knights a 2-0 series lead. Man, even though we're up 2-0 in the series, I don't feel like we're playing very well. Shots are 40-31 in this game. They got it to overtime. They were 1 shot away from tying up this series. Come on now, Vegas. We're much better than this. We need somebody to step up. We need our captain. Well, our captain did just step up, I guess. Jonas Korpisalo is playing great. He's only allowed, 3 goals over, 7 periods? Pretty good goaltending. It's our offense. It's our lack of offense. Their blue line is so weak. I'm expecting at least that 3rd goal by the end of regulation. But I'm going to just think this instead of project this onto my players because they are up 2-0 in the series right now. They are 32-2 in their last 34 games. Let them keep doing what they've been doing. So here we are, boys. We are traveling over to St. Louis. We're on autopilot right now. It doesn't look like we're getting EA voodooed with a 4-0 series sweep after winning the President's Trophy, which is good news for us. Let's see if the boys can continue their ways. First period, the St. Louis Blues open up for 2, and they actually outshoot us as well. Yeah, they're not going to go down without a fight. Robbie Fabry on the 3rd line open up the goal scoring, but then Grant Gianta, 4th line right wing. Why? Oh, why is he not in the top 6? And then Vladimir Tarasenko, his 2nd goal of the series. Already more offensive output than the last time we played him in the playoffs. So Vladdy's doing his job. Evan Fitzpatrick's doing his job. Come on now, Vegas. We need some goal scoring. Resume. Oh, no. What period are we in? First period. Okay. Second period. I will take it. Game tie. There it is. Geno Malkin and Cody Eakin. So I think that's Malkin's 2nd. Colin White has 3. Yeah, we're definitely getting the goal scoring that we need, but now Corey Perry also. So the game where we get the 3 by the end of regulation, the St. Louis Blues get 3 by the end of the second period. My God. So tie game, resume simulation. Come on now, Korpisalo. Give me a solid 3rd period. In the playoffs, it's not necessarily how many goals you let in, but the goals that you let in at the wrong times. The saves that you make at the right times. Right now, I need you to make every save possible. Come on, boys. We just need that 1 goal. 37 shots to 26. The St. Louis Blues are still kicking. Look at this. This series this series could be going the other way. The simulation is not rewarding us at all. The 2nd game in a row. We have to go to overtime. My goodness, man. 3-3. Shots are 40-29 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights, but Evan Fitzpatrick has been fantastic for the Blues. Can he steal one? Overtime period underway here in St. Louis. Will the St. Louis Blues go down 3-0, or will they storm back? Grant Gianta, 4th line right wing, and that's going to break up the winning streak for the Vegas Golden Knights. So we lose 1 in overtime. My God, man. Can't even blame Jonas Korpisalo on that. We are just not, we're not getting that goal scoring. I said we're going to be due for a game where we get 4 or 5 goals, right? Hasn't happened yet. So 3 games in. 3 goals for in the first game, empty netter, remember. 3 goals for in the second game, but an overtime for the 3rd goal. Game 3, we got the 3rd by the end of regulation, but we didn't play good defensively. It's almost like we're giving ourselves excuses to lose here to make these games closer. Come on, boys. Where's the dominant performance here? These guys have no freaking blue line. How are we not just ripping them to shreds? Okay, relax. You're up 2-1 in the series. No team is going to go 16-0 in the playoffs. Just relax, all right? We can do this. Well, you know what? This team might have been able to go 16-0 with a friggin' 30-2 run that we've been on, but it's over now because of the St. Louis Blues. Let's go, boys. Let's just have a solid opening start and just... Where's the 4 or 5 goal game and then Korpisalo just play the way you want to, or the way I know you can? I want to see that perfect game. 5 goals for, less than 2 goals against. Come on, boys. First period. All right, I'll take that. At least we're good defensively in this game. 11 shots to 7 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. Second period. I'll take it. It was getting a little close. See what I mean? It's like they're matching us. Now we're getting a good game from Korpisalo, but we're not getting any offense. Where was this goaltending and defense in the last game? Resume simulation. I mean, we're 1 period away from the series being tied 2-2. This is unreal, man. 16-21. There it is. Marcus Johansson, the 60 assist man, getting a goal. And there, yes, Geno Malkin, the veteran leadership that I picked up in free agency. A lot of other free agents available, like Johnny Gaudreau and Rasmus Ristolainen, but I went with the veteran. He's coming through for us. A 2-goal lead taken to the end of the third period, and the Vegas Golden Knights take it and go up in the series 3-1. All right, so I'm happy with the series lead, but again, man, where is the offense? Evan Fitzpatrick has been a fantastic goaltender for the St. Louis Blues in this series. Again, we can't get more than that third goal. The one game, the third goal by the end of regulation. Even this game, game number 4, 2 goals for. We got the shutout, which is nice. I know our team is capable of shutting it down with the blue line and now Jonas Korpisalo, but the lack of offense is frightening. Colin White has the 3 goals, but the one game. What happened to the other 3 games? All right, like I said before, we're up 3-1 in the series. Let's not go crazy here. It's just, it feels like the voodoo, like 1 or 2 bad games and the St. Louis Blues could have been leading this series. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Just where's the dominant performance? How does the team, you know what? Just relax. Just go with it. Here we go, boyos. Game number 5 back in Vegas. We have the St. Louis Blues with their backs against the wall. We can eliminate them right now, move off to round number 2. Let's not play around. First period, I'll take it. Cody Glass, third liner, getting a goal for us. And Dmitry Jaskin was the third line or fourth liner for the St. Louis Blues, tying it up 1-1. Shots are 14-8 in favor of Vegas, but Evan Fitzpatrick still playing great. Second period, I will take it. There we go. Geno Malkin, another goal. That's his 4th or 5th. That might be his 4th. It might be his 4th of the series. So our top 6 is certainly scoring goals. Not getting any depth support, not getting any point goals as well. At least Malkin and Zeus are chipping in, so the chemistry of those 2 lines seems to work out in the playoff simulation as well. Can we get one more, or is Jonas Korpisalo going to hold on and get us this 2-1 victory and send us off to the second round? Come on now, boyos. Braden Shen, I'm telling you, this could be a very close series if we don't freaking shape up. Alex Pietrangelo retakes the lead for the Vegas Golden Knights against the team that drafted him. 7 minutes left. There it is. Cody Eakin. That's going to be the insurance marker. Finally, there it is. Colin White, Zeus. This is more like it. Where were these games? Finally, I had to wait 5 to finally get it, but a 5-2 victory for the Vegas Golden Knights, and they're off to the second round. So a little bit of an adventure there in the first 4 games. They were way too close, but this is what I'm talking about. This is what I expected from this series. A game where we outshoot them, we get 5 goals by the end of regulation, not a single empty netter, and they can't get more than 2. You know, that's basically the perfect President's Trophy playoff game right there. So we did it, boys. A little bit scarier than I wanted, but we got through the St. Louis Blues, and if you think back to the regular season, what was it, 32-0 in our last 32, and now we've gone 34-2-1. 34-2-1 in our last 34-2-1 in our last 37 games. My God, yeah, because we didn't lose a single game in regulation in the playoffs. So that's good. This team is on fire right now, boyos. Colin White, Zeus, he had like 3 or 4 goals. Evgeny Malkin, you know what? I'll check that out right now. I want to see who is not producing. I think this goes back to our regular season discussion about the third line being more of a defensive third line. Because I don't think these guys were chipping in too much. Now, hang on a second. Marcus Johansson had the 6 points. Yeah. Colin White, remember, a lot of these points came in the last game. 6 points. Colin White had the 4 goals. The 1 game where the hat trick. Nick Ritchie, 5 points. All right. Geno Malkin, 4 goals in 5 games played, so he played fine. Craig Rankin was assisting on Malkin, so that works as well. What about Tuck? 2 assists. Now, what about the third line here? Cody Glass? Yeah, I mean, he was in there, 4th line. Was it the defensive core? Just no points, no goals from the defense. 1 goal from Alex Pietrangelo. It was just a weird series, man. Just seemed like we weren't scoring that much, and the St. Louis Blues were right there with us. I expected us to dominate, but the one man who did play great was Jonas Korpisalo. .937 save percentage and a goals against average of .167. So as long as we're winning those tight games, we can win the overtime games. We can keep the other team from scoring goals. We're definitely going to see success here in year number 6 with the Vegas Golden Knights. So don't get ahead of yourself. Don't be assuming that we're going to dominate. The regular season is one thing, the playoffs are another. But at least we got by the St. Louis Blues here, and we don't have any injuries whatsoever. So let us simulate ahead, see who we have in round number 2. We're going to have a rivalry game. Hang on a second here. Hang on a second here. I think we do. Yes, we do. The Vancouver Canucks. So how many years in a row have we beat them in the first round? Was it 2 in a row or was it 3 now? Is it the 3rd or 4th year in a row we're facing off against the Vancouver Canucks? So we know we have a great rivalry between these guys. They're a fantastic defensive team, and I guess so are we now. So we might have a very stingy series. So we're going to end it right there. Let me just bring up the... hang on a second. Oh, my God. I'll bring up the playoff tree, just so we can take a look at what's going on here in year number 6. It's going to be a good series, man. We've got to whoop them again, but you got to think they're due for a victory eventually. We're not going to consistently beat them in the playoffs. So we have the Vegas Golden Knights up against the Vancouver Canucks, the Nashville Predators up against the Colorado Avalanche, the Carolina Hurricanes up against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Tampa Bay Lightning up against the Philadelphia Flyers. Let me know what you guys think about our lineups, and I will see you in round number 2. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. You can also swing by our website, which has forums and a live chat. That, along with Twitter, allows us to play with our subscribers in our GTA lobbies or the 24/7 open Minecraft server, where you can build with others or play in one of the many games across Superbia. Our Patreon account helps us support our website and the Minecraft server, and we also live stream on Twitch, where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.